Shirabi Das?
Jessica White!
What are you doing here?
Well, does this jacket make me look fat?
Yeah, it does. You need a whole new wardrobe.
Yeah, I need clothes that are gonna make me look chic. How about you? What are you doing here?
Well, I just got this winter internship.
That's awesome! Congrats!
Thanks so much. I'm super excited. But I needed a whole new wardrobe. One that's gonna make me look both sophisticated and
Appropriate?
appropriate.
Jian Lee, what are you doing here?
I'm just filming for my marketing project. I'm trying to keep it as a secret, so keep going.
Okay. Well, where do you want to go? There's Abercrombie, H&M, Benetton's, J. Crew.
What about the Gap?
Yeah, maybe if you were getting into an internship when you were 60.
No, dude, you're totally wrong. The Gap is awesome. Check this out. I knew this would come in handy. So, The Gap is an American clothing and accessory retailer founded in 1969 by Donald and Doris Fisher. It has 5 brands: The Gap, Banana Republic, Old Navy, Hyperlime, and Athleta. It has approximately 135,000 employees and over 3,000 stores worldwide.
You think you're the only one who can pull quotes from Wikipedia? Well, check this. I come prepared. The Gap's average revenue growth has fallen in recent times and is actually in the negatives now. There's been a 2% decrease in net sales from 2010 to 2011 and a 36% decrease in profits from the third quarter earnings of 2010 to 2011.
Oh my god, girls. Any more quotes from the Wikipedia?
No, I guess not. We'll just have to agree to disagree.
Okay, so let's get down to the bottom. I think we need to identify Gap's problem.
Yeah, let's try to fill the gap. It was such a good idea to film a Gap store in order to get a sense of what Gap as a brand is doing wrong.
Yeah, too bad they wouldn't let us film inside.
Doesn't look like we were missing out on much though. Look at all the people just walk by without a second glance.
And not only that, but the people are walking out without any Gap bags. I think it's safe to assume they haven't actually bought anything.
Did that girl just pass by with an Abercrombie and Fitch bag?
Yep, and she hesitated so much to go inside.
And then decided against it.
Whatever. I'm sure Gap doesn't need her business anyway. Good riddance.
I just think that they need to get all the business that they can get though. Why do you think we're auditing the brand?
The more I watch this, the sadder I get.
Hey guys, it would seem that the Gap has fallen in the gap.
That was terrible. Can we edit that out?
No, we're keeping it.
Gross.
Okay.
Alright, ladies. We all just watched that video. Hot mess. What do you think the Gap can do in order to raise its brand equity?
Okay, let's start by analyzing the Gap's situation.
Yeah, I think one of the main problems that we all must have picked up on is that no one was leaving the Gap having actually bought anything from there. And on top of that, the consumers were all so completely different from each other, which could be a good thing, but in the case of the Gap, I think it just goes to show that they don't really have a specific target market.
So what you're saying is anyone can shop at the Gap, but nobody actually buys anything because they don't feel a connection to the product, and the lack of focus on their target market means that they don't even know what type of product to actually produce.
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, let's see what the consumer has to say about their brand and products.
Hey, look guys, we just
Filled the Gap. Oh, here's a nice lady. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am? Hi. Could I use a few minutes of your time, please?
Sure.
Awesome. I'm just going to ask you 2 questions. The first is, if you can, please try and identify which of these shirts is from the Gap.
I don't know.
Not sure. Not sure.
I don't think any of them are from the Gap.
I have no clue.
I'm not sure.
There's
I don't really know.
Can't tell. All right. Well, the second question is, which of these 2 shirts do you prefer?
Honestly, I
I wouldn't wear either one.
None of them. I wouldn't want to be friends with anyone who wears something like this.
Neither of them?
Yeah. I don't really like either of them.
Okay. This guy. Excuse me, sir? Sir?
Hi.
Hi. Could I use a few minutes of your time, please?
Sure.
Awesome. Could you please try and identify which of these two shirts comes from the Gap?
Which one of these shirts comes from the Gap?
Right.
I'm not really sure which one of these shirts come from the Gap.
Yeah, not sure. Okay, so out of these two shirts, which would you prefer?
I actually wouldn't prefer either of them because they're not really pretty.
Right.
I mean, they don't look good.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time. That's all we really have.
Wait. I mean, now I'm interested. But which one of these is from the Gap?
Actually, this one is from the Gap.
This one is from the Gap.
Right.
Do you mind?
No, go for it.
Oh.
It's pretty bad, isn't it?
Wait, okay. Can just one last question.
Sure.
Is this day or night wear?
That's day wear. It was in their day wear section.
Who dresses like this?
That's what we're trying to figure
I'm
out.
sorry. I'm done.
Me too. Thank you so much, sir.
You're welcome.
So, having conducted some market research, we can see that there is brand awareness in the sense that the consumers do know what the brand, the Gap, is. Having said that though, I don't think they had a very positive connotation of the company.
You know, you're absolutely right.
I always am.
Okay.
Okay. Also, as you can see from the surveys that we conducted on the street, we found that the consumer couldn't even differentiate the Gap product from the competitor's product.
Yeah, I know. Not only that, the consumer didn't even want to wear the shirt. I wouldn't have even wanted to wear the shirt. It was bland and boring.
Yeah, mad boring.
Very boring.
Okay, so let's get down to business, but not to defeat the Huns. Let's get down to business to help the Gap raise their brand equity.
Bring it in, guys. Fill the gap.
Even though the brand is having issues, the retail industry should still mind the gap.
Yeah, if the Gap were to refocus their promotional strategy by catering to a different target market and producing clothes that speak to that particular market, then they'll be a force to be reckoned with as a brand.
To fill the gap, they should first choose their target market.
20 to 35-year-olds should work, right?
Yeah, they have the most power in the market, so the Gap should capture their loyalty early on in their careers.
And then they can make their products accordingly.
Precisely. In the past, they've worked with designers to catch consumers' attention. They could do so again, but this time choose fresh, unknown designers and align their basic staple items with those that sold the best.
Alright girls, we're in the proposed target market. What do we want to see from Gap?
They need to sexify their campaigns.
Yeah, and make it chic, dapper.
And let's not forget, they need to differentiate amongst their own brands as well. They should cover the demographic between Old Navy and Banana Republic's target markets by running a Filling the Gap campaign.
Don't worry ladies, we've got the Gap covered. Hit it!
Some people won't dance if they don't know who's singing. Why ask your head, it's your hips that are swinging. Life's for us to enjoy. Woman, man, girl and boy, feel the pain, feel the joy, and sidestep the little bits of history repeating.